guys? My name is Angelo from Caps on Fire, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to sublimate socks. Alright, so throughout this process we're going to need various things behind me, and as always, down in the description below I will post links on where you can find each and every one of these things that we need for our project today. Alright, so the very first thing we're going to need is a heat press. Alright, this one is a 16 by 20. I highly recommend you get this one or bigger, because the socks that we're doing, they're 13.5-inch socks, and they also have 17.5-inch socks. All right, so if you want to be able to broadcast your services more, I would highly recommend you get this one, as you will have a lot of people that want the 17.5-inch socks. All right, so that's the heat press. Next up, we have our craft paper / butcher paper. All right, definitely need this, and when you get this, please make sure it is unwaxed. All right, you do not want to put waxed butcher paper inside your heat press. That'll make a mess when everything starts to heat up. It'll destroy your socks. Put the wax on your top platen, it'll put it on your bottom platen. That's definitely a mess you do not want to clean up, and you do not have time for that. All right, next up, we have our straight sock jigs. Okay, you can get these from Conde as well. These are a necessity. You have to have these. Right? Of course, you have to have your socks. Since this is a sock sublimation tutorial, it wouldn't be that if you didn't have these. So yes, here's our socks. Okay. Next up is our Conde Pro Spray. Okay. I highly recommend this stuff, as you don't need a whole lot of it to get the tech that you need. All right, on your substrates. Right. So I'd highly recommend this. After that, we have a printout of what we're going to be putting on our socks. Okay, so have to have this type of paper. It is called sublimation paper, and the length and width that we're dealing with today is 13 wide by 19 inches long, which is also Super B paper. All right, it's one size up from the standard A3, which is 11 by 17. Okay, so make sure you guys get Super B paper. Right, after that, go ahead and jump straight into it. Oh, one more thing, guys. This is what we'll be doing as well. This darker one up here, okay? There's a difference between the darker one and the lighter one, but that's going to be for another tutorial on how to set up the color profiles so your image on the screen is exactly what you get printed out and you sublimate it. All right? If you guys want to see exactly the colors that these socks are going to look like, here, I'll show you guys right now. All right, here you go. Right here, all right? These socks is going to look exactly like these. All right? So we want to match the colors that we have right here for our socks, as far as when we do sublimate it, how it's going to come out. All right? So we'll just go ahead and hide that. All right? And now, let's get to it. All right? So, very first thing you want to do, when you get these socks, there's going to be this paper in here, okay? They say it can double as a jig, but I highly recommend you don't use it, right? You want to use this straight sock jig, okay? Because the straight sock jig, it's wider than these that are in here, all right? But I would definitely keep these, as when I do give my socks to my customers, I like to put these in the socks and make it look a lot more professional, right? We'll just save these. We'll just put these off to the side. We just throw them on the floor. They'll be all right. So now, have our straight sock jig. All right, with this, I marked mine right here. It says sock 46 13.5. Up here it says sock 47 17.5. All I did was just get a measuring tape, measure from this point right here going all the way up to here. All right, the actual measurement, I added a 1/4 inch to it. Okay, so really from here to here is 13.75, not 13.5, okay? I just put 13.5 because I know that's the length of the sock 46, all right? So, to put it on here, all you do is just hold it, put it between your legs or whatever, hold it right here, get your sock, open it up some. I like to pull it down a little bit on my fingers, so it's like this. You guys can see that. Pull it down some, scrunch it up some. Pull it over, line up, okay? After that, take your fingers out and you can pull the rest of the sock down. Up, punch it up some. Now, after you do that, okay, you're gonna want to pull your sock down until you get to that line that you made on your jig. After that, just slowly pull down on the sides. Get a nice, get like a nice fit on there where it's not scrunched up on the sides. All right. So once we got that done, that's it. This one's done. All right. Go ahead and go to the next one. Same thing with this one. Pull the sock down on our fingers. Put it on. Okay. And also another tip, guys, when you get these sock jigs, I highly recommend you just get, just get a simple nail filer from, the beauty supply store or something like that, and go along the edge of your jig right here. Go along the edge of both sides, get that filer, and file it down just a little bit, okay? Because these sides, they're gonna be rough, all right? And the last thing you want is to put this sock jig, put the sock on the jig, a splinter from your sock jig get into the sock. You don't feel it, but when you give it to the customer, they feel it. It stabs them in the foot, and that's what we don't want, okay? You don't want to get sued over giving somebody some custom socks because they got stabbed in the foot and their foot got infected, all right? So that is a tip that I would highly recommend. All right, this one we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull our sock down, matches the line, which that is good. It's on the line. After that, sit it back down. Next up, we get our paper, all right? With the paper, definitely want to get Conde Pro Spray, okay? Spraying your paper, do not hold your thing too close to the paper like this, all right? Don't want to get any wet spots on your paper. Once again, do not get any wet spots on your paper, okay? If you have a wet spot on your paper and it's starting to get it saturated and make that ink change colors or make that spot of that ink darker, that spot will not transfer over onto your socks, okay? So that's why I love this stuff, because if I spray it far enough back, it'll create a mist, all right? And when that mist gets on the paper, it'll give the paper just the amount of tack that we need without getting the paper saturated, okay? A good rule of thumb is to hold your paper out like this. Hold your Pro Spray, hold it back, even with this shoulder. Okay, so if I hold it back here, I spray it, it will give off a mist. By the time it hits the paper, it'll just be, like I said, complete mist, and it'll give a good tack on the paper, okay? We're going to do that to both sheets, all right? So I'm going to just go ahead and step off to the side. That's another thing. When using this stuff, do not use it in an area that you want this mist to get on, okay? Because if it gets on anything, even your laptop, your microphone, your heat press, if it gets on anything, it will make it sticky and it will be very hard to get out, okay? So I'm just going to step off the screen for a quick second. I'm going to spray it and I'm going to come right back. All right, that's one. And we're just going to wait to spray the other one, okay? Actually, I'll just sit right here and we're going to go ahead and spray the next one. All right, and that's it. Okay, so when you spray it, just want to do a quick little pull, okay? Don't pull and hold, just and that's it, all right? You should have enough by that point. So now we're done with this. We can put this to the side. And we want to take our craft paper. All right, we want to take our craft paper and we're going to put it on the bottom platen, okay? Cut your craft paper as big as your heat press, okay? Or just cut it, bigger than what you need, all right? You don't want, any sublimation ink get on your bottom platen, okay? So next up after this, take our image have right here. And in my case, I'm gonna flip it upside down, right? That's because of the work area that I'm dealing with. We'll flip it upside down, put it on the table, take our sock, and we'll lay our sock on top of it. Some people, they recommend you heat press your sock first. Um, that would be cool, but because it takes so long for us to line up our sock on here and get it back into the heat press, I don't want the heat from this jig or from this sock start activating our sublimation ink. Okay, so I really don't, pre-press my socks. I just throw them on there and then I throw the whole thing in there. Okay, so first thing we want to do, we're gonna heat press one side, then we're gonna heat press the opposite side as well. Okay, so we take our sock, put it on here like so, exactly right. For this template, to have your image on your paper look like the sock, I have a template that I custom made myself. Okay, that template is gonna be in the description below, and it's gonna also be attached to another tutorial I did on how to use that template. Okay, if you guys want to learn how to do this, click down there below and go straight to my tutorial. So now that we got our sock on here, check the tack. Everything good, is nice and firm on sock like so. I like to grab mine like this. Flip mine over. Done. Double check it on here. Yep, everything middle. As you can see, guys, the sock is completely in the middle. Okay, so we just take our socks from here, top, on our edges. Pull it back, cover it. Now we take our other piece of craft paper. We're gonna put it on top. Pull it down. So that's gonna be on there for 400 degrees for 60 seconds long. Okay. And on mine, I do firm pressure as to really push that ink into the sock. Right. After that, we're gonna do this second one. Okay. And since we have two pieces of craft paper right there, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my roll of craft paper. This is what I'm using, big roll. I'm gonna just cut off some more before that one get done. Okay, you're gonna need 2 sheets for each side. Okay, one sheet is for the bottom platen, the other sheet is for you to put on top of it. Okay, always remember when you're putting your sublimation paper inside the machine, make sure your sublimation paper is gonna be the one that's the back of your sublimation paper is gonna be touching that top platen. Okay, sometimes you can get around it. You can do 2 sides at once, but on this particular item, you can't do that. We'll be finished in a few seconds. Now we just pull it off real quick. Pull our paper back. That's it. Okay. So, also want to make sure we pull off both pieces of craft paper and that sublimation paper. We don't need that anymore. All right. So now here it is. All right. We got one side done. All right. And the reason why I made the design bigger than the actual sock itself, because you want what's going to be called bleed edges. Okay. With these bleed edges, you're making sure you're getting the full image on your sock. All right, you won't have any white lines along the side where you didn't line up the design perfectly. Okay, next thing, the next reason why you want it, because we're going to take our socks, we're going to rotate them to the other side so that way we don't have any white seam going down the sides of the socks. All right, so when you first pull this out, it's going to be extremely hot, but I've been doing this so long, I guess my hands got used to the heat and everything, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. I don't have to cool it down. If you want to cool it down, take it, wave it for a little bit, it'll cool down. Okay, it'll cool down a lot faster. right? So first thing we want to do, we want to put our thumbs on one side and all our fingers on the opposite side, okay? Pull the thumb, pull down while moving your other finger up, okay? Keep doing that, whole sock, all the sides. So, also, you guys, don't forget, click down below and subscribe to my channel because I will be uploading videos on a consistent basis. So if you guys want to be one of the first ones to see my tutorials, or just learn how to do different things that I post up, click below. Every time I do something, you'll be one of the first people to get that notification. All right. So now, this is what it should look like on the back. Okay, as you can see, I rotated the design over to the opposite side along the whole edge of the sock. Okay, so everything's on there, and we are good on this one. Okay, now we'll keep the same thing to our other sock as well. Rotate it down. Ready? Oh, and the design is Dos Equis. All right, I love beer. It's an acquired taste. I'll definitely say that. And this beer tastes a whole lot better than my first beer, which was a OE, Old English. So yeah. So now this one is good. We have our design rotated on the opposite side as well. Now, next up, we just take the more craft paper that we had, the ones that we just cut out while the one side was pressing. Put this on our heat press. This side, we already sprayed it. I kind of personally, I don't like the tack on this one. It's not tacky enough. So I'm going to spray this one again for a second time. Alright, same thing, you guys. Remember, on the shoulder, on the arm length away, on this can, even with this shoulder, and then spray. You don't have to hold it down. Just, that's all you need, okay? So hold on, guys, while I spray. Okay. Done. We got this sprayed. Flip it around. Take our sock. Take the opposite side, the white side. Put that down. So, guys, we got this side done. Now we just our sock jig. I like to grab it like that. We can all the way press. Now we just take our craft paper and we'll slide our craft paper on top. We'll pull it down. Once again, press for another 400 degrees again for 60 seconds, and that'll pretty much be it, guys. Everything should start looking good. Okay, now at this point we can just go ahead and start cleaning up. Put up our Conde spray. We don't really need that anymore. I have a specific spot that I put my stuff at. Also, that's another thing. Make sure you guys organize. Okay, keep your workspace organized so you can easily find everything. Also, have like some type of assembly line setup. Okay, so over here I have my sublimation printer. You guys probably can't see right there. All right, that's my sublimation printer. After that, I have right here, which is my work area. Of course, this is a hat press. I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to use it later on as well. All over workspace. And I have my heat press. So that is definitely, some type of assembly line. They're going from one side working your way down, going to the other side. Okay, need that for productivity purposes as well. All right, are done. Our paper out. Throw this back. That is it, guys. Here we go. Okay. Got our Dos Equis socks. All right. So that's it, guys. Here you go. And as you can see, there's no bleed edge. Along the edge, sometimes you'll get a line that's a little bit darker, but depending on the color, it won't be that much darker. And in all honesty, it won't be recognizable. So I would highly suggest, doing that and having that darker edge versus having a super bright white edge that's going to be a lot more noticeable. Okay. So here you guys go. Okay. The inside is still going to be white, but we don't really care about that because people are not going to look at the inside of your sock because they can't see it. All right. Nobody can see the inside of your sock while you're wearing your socks. Okay. So these are definitely, hot sale items. I would highly recommend these. Okay. So that's it, guys. I want to thank everybody for viewing my tutorial. If you can, better yet, not if you can, you will. Okay. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe below. Just click the subscribe button. That would highly help me. Once again, you'll get notifications, or whenever I do more videos. All right. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Angelo out.